Hello, welcome guys. I was in the Christmas holidays in the past week, so was not able to keep in touch with you. Sorry. So during these days, I have completed two digital paintings. See. So what we are gonna talk about in today's episode? Well, I think I should share with you some basics of making web page.
Now I done grew up around some people living their life in bottles. Granddaddy had the golden flask, back door every day in Chicago. Some people like the way it feels, some people want to kill their sorrows.
So before we start, let me introduce to you the text editor I am using, the bracket. This is it. It's more easy for making folders. Right click and select the new folder option, and we can rename it, and there are other options. It's more easy, like right click on the folder and we can create a new file, index.html. In the file we can type our content. It will be more easy for using. So let's start with our HTML. In the index.html, first thing we should do is create our structure of HTML, the main structure of a web page, like this: HTML opening and closing. Opening tag is with the greater than and lesser than symbol within that HTML, and a slash is added for the closing tag. Within the HTML there is head opening and closing, and within the head tag there is title opening and closing. Now let's see what it will do. Here it's another feature of brackets. We can get the output. So there is nothing we have given to the web page other than the title. It's shown right here. Now after the head tag we will have our body tag opening and closing. Whatever content we gonna show in our web page is given within the body tags. So what are the keywords we have learned till now? HTML, head, title, body. HTML is the outermost wrapping, and after HTML we are coding head tags. Within the head tag we will code title tags, and title tags is for giving the title of the web page. And after the head tag we give the body tag, and the body tag is used for writing our contents, whatever we want to show in our web page. Now let's give it a heading, h1. Look, the h1 tags are used for giving the size. There is a default size for h1 to h6. h1 is the largest and h6 is the smallest. Basic, you can see basic is little more small, the smallest. Let's talk about u. The u tag is for giving underline. Look, there is an underline below tutorial, the heading of our web page. So now we wanna align this heading to the center. For that we use the center tag. Now our tutorial is on the center. How can you make this heading a little more bold? For that there is b tag. It's a little more bolder than usual. Let's type in the paragraphs tag, p tag, that is the paragraph tag. Paragraph tag is used for writing the paragraphs. For example, look, the gap between the two paragraphs. If we haven't included this paragraph tags, what will be the output? Look, they are getting too closer, and there's a way we can break these into two lines, which is our break tag. But giving the break tag, there is only a small distance between the two lines. So if we are writing a paragraph, this distance won't be enough for separating the both, because it won't be looking nice. That's why we use the paragraph tag. The next thing, marquee. The marquee tag is used for giving movements. So there are behaviors for marquee. For example, marquee behavior equal to there is alternate, scroll, slide. Let's check three of them. Alternate. The slide. What will slide do? Cool. The next thing is scroll. What it will do. So that's it. Now the important one is the font. No change if we just type this font, but we can define many other things in it. For example, font size equal to 10 pixel and color equal to green. What it will do, let's see. Look, the font has, the text has become more big and the color has changed to the green. So font is very important, and there is also other things like font family, in which we can type the font style. No, I don't know the fonts, that's why maybe we can write Arial. But our font name we can give in the family. How can we change the background? Let's change the color. BG color equal to yellow. See, our web page background has changed to from white to yellow. What if we can give a background image? That's more cool than this giving color. So let's give it the background an image. For that, the code is, after the body we will give body background. There is already a background show in the Explorer. We can see the folder from which we are working, and I have already copied two images in our web page so that I can easily use them. So I have made this a.jpg as our background. Let's change this color to something more lighter. Div tag is more important when we use the CSS to style our web page to look more gorgeous than what it looks like now. There is no particular effect the div tag give to our web page unless we define that effect within the CSS. Let's try with the div tag. If you watch it, we can see there is no change at all. How can we add a form? For adding a form, keyword is form, FORM, and after the form action. What this action keyword does is it specifies what the form do when we hit the submit button after entering the values. Usually we will be typing a link to our PHP file in which we type the code for verifying the input and storing it in the database, which we will not cover right now. So let's keep it blank, and after the action we'll be giving form action equal to something.php, and after that method. There is two types of method, get and post. So let's give them form method equal to post. Why we choose post is because post is more secure than get. Now we can ask for a name. Just type in whatever the website should show before they ask for the input. Name, input type equal to, you can see there are a lot of input type. What we want is input type equal to text, because the name is usually given in text form. There are other options like max length. It's more accurate if we specify. For example, I am giving 50 so that the user cannot type more than 50 letters within that text field. And we can give the default value. If the user does not enter anything, default value will be magical hacker. Other than value, we can give placeholder. I will show the difference. Just what will be the change. How would it look like? We can give the name a good font color now, and there is a text field. We can type anything within that, we can give the input field for the user to type in their name, and by default it will be magical hacker. Most of the users will just try and hit submit, and we will be always getting the value magical hacker, so we will be using placeholder. The name, it's embedded within the input field. In the password, if we type something, it will be hidden from the user. We want to separate both the lines, so we are giving a break. Align both to center. Next thing is the checkbox. There is no need for giving everywhere this font tag. Just open the font tag in the before the first one and close it at the end. What the checkbox give is, there's a tick button. Now there is radio. Radio button is used for usually before the male and female checkpoint, like this radio button. Now we will be giving, there's no need of ID, I just used input type equal to submit, and we can also give input type equal to reset. If we submit something, it will be given to the server for executing. If we reset something, everything we have chosen will be reset to the default. How to add an image? img src equal to, we should specify the link to the image which we need to include within our web page. Here I am using b.jpg, which I have already imported to our folder. It's too big, that's why let's move it to the bottom. After submit, let's add. That's how we import our any image. We have covered almost all basics. Let's revise. Our structure is HTML opening and closing, head opening and closing. Within the head there is title opening and closing, and after the head body opening and closing. Whatever we want to show in our page is written within the body tags, and there is U for underline, H1 to H6 for giving the font size. H1 is the largest and H6 is the smallest. Center for aligning to center, B for bold. Font to styling the font of the text, there is font color. And to add background, it is body background equal to whatever link. There is nothing, no use of that cover. Instead of background, we can add body background color, that is body bg color equal to whatever color we want. Marquee for moving our text. In the marquee there are three behaviors: scroll, alternate, slide. There is form. When we type the form, there are many input types, like form input type equal to text, which gives the text area. Input type equal to password for passwords. There are others like input type equal to email, text area, and many others. Equal to hidden is also there for hiding the whole thing, and input type equal to checkbox for that tick box. Radio for like male and female options, and submit for submitting, reset for resetting.